What's up, FireTech fans? I'm Sam from HiViz Lighting and the FireTech brand, and these are the new stop tail turn lights. What's really exciting about this is that in addition to our new FireTech Omen warning light bar, the HVC Guardians, the standard FireTech Guardian warning lights, and now these products, we offer lighting solutions for the whole fire truck, everywhere from front to back, top to bottom, including tail lights. So I'm gonna show you how these things work. Check this out. So I'm here today with the new FireTech stop tail turn, reverse, and turn signal indicators. These things are super sick, and we're launching them at FDIC 2023. I want to show you real quickly how they operate. There's a couple of features that are unique about these things that let you configure them in a variety of ways. We'll start with the lens colors. The backup light, that's a clear lens. The turn signal, this is a sequential turn or a steady turn. I'll show you the flash patterns in a second. That's an amber lens. And then the stop tail, more traditional light fixture. This is a dual mode red lens. It's this one here. So real quick, we're gonna start with the stop turn light or the stop tail light. It has 4 wires. We'll start by putting the black wire to ground. You'll see that does nothing to start. The next wire we'll turn on is the white wire. That's gonna be the parking lamp. So that's just a low output park lamp mode. Then when you hit the red wire, you see how it goes to high intensity? This is pretty simple to wire up. The yellow wire is a flash pattern change. And so if we put the park lamp is always just steady burn park, but if you put this on the red, this is gonna change what happens like when you hit the brakes on the truck. And so when I hit it here, that version, you just tap the yellow wire once and then it saves the mode. So next time when you hit the brake wire, you see how it kind of stutter starts? That's one of the mode choices that you can choose. And then you tap it again and that'll go just to traditional on off. And so the brake light or the stop tail light has 2 functions. It can be just standard steady burn, or it can be stutter start or stutter stop. The turn signal indicator, this one has, I think, 7 flash patterns. We're about to go through these. Very similar. This one has a red wire that is 1 intensity mode, and the white wire is the other intensity mode. The reason it has 2 intensity modes is because on the front of some vehicles, you need to have a higher intensity. If you reach out to the FireTech team, we can explain where you would use each of these 2 modes. What I want to show you, though, is when you use this yellow wire and tap across the flash patterns here, traditionally, your blinker toggles on and off. And so, like, you would have a flasher on the truck that makes the light go like this. So imagine that this is the turn signal on the vehicle turning on and off. If your vehicle is set up without a flashing module on the vehicle, the light itself can do that as well. And so you can do some things like sequential, which see how it sequences and then stops, sequences and stops. If your vehicle has a flasher, it can also flash and it will look fine on the vehicle. The other modes are a little bit faster flash, a flash that steady burns. And so this would be like if your turn signal on the vehicle has a flasher, it can choose the flash rate. And then faster sequence to steady. Then we have a sequence to steady with a flash at the end of it. This one is kind of a cool one that just builds out. And then this is just steady burn. So this is just your more traditional light. What's good to note is that these things don't have a left and right. So if you have this thing on the left side of the truck or you have it on the right side of the truck, you just mount the fixture this way or this way, and you want to make sure that the turn signal is facing out. Pretty simple to do there. The other one is the backup light. And so this should not be confused with a FireTech Guardian Junior. The Guardian Junior is not really a compliant DOT backup light or FMVSS 108 backup light, but this one is. So there's a lot of photometry that goes into it and intensity. This is very simple. It has 2 wires on and off, or it has 2 modes on and off, 2 wires. That we put power on the red wire, it comes on, take power off, it goes off. There's no flash modes. This is just a backup light. Now, install-wise, a couple things you need to know. Each one of these lights comes with a parts kit. The parts kit has these little plastic things. These are galvanic isolators. They will prevent corrosion on your vehicle because you don't want a stainless steel screw going into an aluminum body. So you drill your holes. These are outlined in the installation instruction. You pop this little tab out of the middle of it, press it in just like a drywall anchor, then you screw it in place. Each light fixture comes with 4 galvanic isolators and 4 mounting screws. The light fixtures also come with this foam gasket, and what's cool about the foam gasket is it's a 2-part gasket. So if you see here, I can actually tear it apart. If you have a light that you're going to mount directly to the body and you don't want a bezel on it, the light ships without a bezel. And so we'll just stick the wires through here. You would put your galvanic isolators on the vehicle, and then this mounts directly to the vehicle body. But if you want to put a gasket around it, we have a few different housings. These are the 3-up housings, these are the 4-up housings, and you can see on the Hummer, we have them actually with traditional bezels. And those bezels obviously are a little bit larger, and so you use this gasket with that bezel. And if you're using a bezel, you have the full-size gasket. If you're using just the light fixture, this gasket can be torn down and it's a little bit smaller, but that's the system. And so these things are designed for fire trucks and ambulances. They can be used on vehicles that are the small category FMVSS vehicles or large category FMVSS vehicles. That's why they have different intensity modes. If you have questions about them, reach out to a FireTech team member and we'll be glad to share more information. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.